Cottage Grove. It was my hometown. I went to Hillside Elementary. I went to Cottage Grove Middle School. The house that I grew up in the neighborhood even that I grew up in, the teachers that I had, just everything about it, it just put a really good impact on me. It was all very positive, and I just had a very positive upbringing. So I first started getting into music when I heard Carrie Underwood, actually, for the very first time. I remember I was going home from my cabin, and I heard Blown Away by Carrie Underwood come on the radio. I was like, Mom, Dad, like, who's this? And they were like, this is Carrie Underwood. And I was like, wow. As soon as I heard her singing and that song Blown Away, I was like, I'm blown away. Like, it was kind of a pivotal moment for me where I wanted to sound like her. I wanted to pursue singing. Shortly after that, I took voice lessons, I took piano lessons, and then I got to about 14 years old when I started to pick up the guitar. And it was at 14 that I started singing at open mic. And then from there, I got my first gig in Hastings, Minnesota, right down the road from Cottage Grove. It just kind of went uphill from there. And when I was 15 years old, I released my first single, Live Your Life. No time to strive to live your life. At Country Fest over in Cadott, Wisconsin, I got pulled up on stage to sing with Dustin Lynch. And he had a huge song at the time. I was super scared at first, but then something in me was fearless. And I was like, this is my moment. This is where I'm meant to be. I felt so me, and I felt so fulfilled, and I felt like this is what I want to do. So country music has always been the main genre in my life. I mean, my parents, they actually met at a bar that played country music. They raised me and my sister on country music, and it's all I ever really heard. And so it became something that just felt very much like home. My parents got divorced, and so country music kind of held the family together, and it still in a way holds us together. It's been something that became super special. I wrote a song for my grandma who was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she fought the dang thing. She doesn't have cancer anymore, and I even have a tattoo on me that says faithful, and the song's called Gotta Stay Faithful, and it's in my grandma's handwriting. What was so special about it is I got to sing one song at US Bank Stadium. I sang at the halftime, and it was for their cancer awareness game. There was like 50,000 people there, and I would say a lot of people like heard me that day. Is there gotta stay faithful? I was playing a Treasure Island resort and casino networking event, and I mentioned at that show how much I love Carrie Underwood. I got reached out to from the guy at Treasure Island, and he said, like, hey, I know you really love Carrie, and we have a spot available. So it was right outside, and it wasn't out on the main stage, but it was still at the show. And so I was like, I'll take it. So I actually got to open for Carrie Underwood. They ended up getting a chance for me to meet Carrie Underwood. I feel like I want a do-over because I was just fangirling really hard. She was really, really sweet and was like, hey girl, like, keep at it, keep following your dreams, like always put them first. So maybe one day if I ever get to open for her, meet her, whatever it is, I'll get to have a little do-over and act a little more cool.
I actually grew up in Cottage Grove. This is my hometown. This is where my childhood lives, and I actually went to Cottage Grove Middle School, right back there.
I got to come back and play the Cottage Grove Food Truck Festival this year. I was there with my full band. It was kind of a full circle moment for me because I saw my middle school choir teacher, and she was very influential in supporting me and my singing. She came up to me and got to see me perform, and she was one of those people that saw me when I just started, and so to see me now with a full band, she's like, you really did it. You really went for it, and here you are now. So that was really cool. I'm the type of person that I am just going with the wind, wherever it takes me. I really truly believe that wherever you end up is where you are meant to be. What makes it most special to me is when people come up to me and say that they relate to my song. I really just want to write real music, something that's true to me, tell my stories, and just make it very personable. And if I can do that and make a living, that would probably be like my ideal thing.